Great day. Hello, this is Dr. Fisher coming to you today to talk to you about PCOS. What does PCOS stand for? Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. The reason I'm sharing this video with you is to, number one, keep in mind that I am credible because I have written a book called Rejuvenate Your Hormones, revealing weight loss, restoring sex drive, as well as refreshing energy in less than 14 days. So hormones is basically what I specialize in. So what I want to talk to you about, because I am starting to experience many women with a lot of challenges with their hormones. I am a Texan, so I know you guys saw me in this earlier, but this is rodeo season here, and so I just like to have on my little go western, and I have on my boots because I'm a Texan girl. I'm down south with all the nice, warm, wonderful weather. Come visit us if you've never gone to the rodeo. It's super fun. They have fried everything, fried Oreos, fried Twinkie, fried butter, you name it, they have it. So if you've never had a rodeo experience, come down and see how we, bull ride and ride horses and cows and watch trail riders with all the horses. And so yeah, we're down in the south, but it's exciting. We love the experience, and once you're a southerner, you're a southerner, and we always have the best hospitality. So come check us out. All right, back to business. So what this talk is about is PCOS, because a lot of women nowadays, and I'm seeing this more now than ever before, is a lot of women are starting to either have no cycle, intermittent bleeding between their cycle, irregular cycle, extremely heavy cycle. And this is becoming so confusing because what's happening is people are starting to lose their hair. They're starting to put on weight, and they don't understand why. Eating the same diet, something, it's healthy, pretty nutritious, but yet the weight still keeps coming. Also, sometimes you can be a little moody, having brain fog, memory challenges. These are some of the symptoms that a lot of our ladies are experiencing, and the age is ranging anywhere from young kids to all the way into our older, wiser years. So it's very important to really have an understanding of what PCOS is, because that's what we're talking about and focusing on today. So I always encourage my clients to have a hormone test done, which is what we have here that I'm going to be reading the results to you. Have a hormone test done. We offer the hormone test. You can call our office at 713-520-8188. You want to have a saliva hormone test because it will give you an indication of what you're experiencing, whether you're experiencing endometriosis, whether you're experiencing fibroids, whether you're experiencing polycystic ovarian cysts. This particular lady whose reports I'm going to share with you, she was having irregular cycles. So she had not had a cycle since April. And this is that when I'm doing this video, so let's just say April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So 9 months. She has not had a cycle for 9 months, and she's only 25 years old. That is a symptom that there is a huge, tremendous imbalance. And what encouraged her to really get on top of this is next month, she's actually getting married. And the last thing she want to do is have to tell her new husband that she may not be able to have babies or that she's having these challenges. So we wanted to really horn in and show her how we can correct these imbalances so she can go on and have the best life with her husband, be able to produce kids, and just have a good time. So we went ahead and had the saliva test done, and we have the results back. What the results showed was that her estrogen levels were very low, her progesterone level is very low, but her testosterone levels was through the roof. So that means she has an excess of androgen hormones. Androgen hormones is testosterone. They're male hormones. So women, if you have a little extra hair going on right here, or maybe some extra facial hair going on the top of the lip, the chin, maybe along the chest wall, and then maybe if you have some thinning of the hair going on at the top of the front part of your hair, those are all some signs that you may have excess male hormones. So you want to get those checked. So her male hormones were off the rocket. Now, generally, your testosterone hormones are going to be pretty higher when you're normal because, you know, our hormones are in check. We have a lot of things going on. Life is great. So our hormones are just, they're flowing the way they're supposed to. But when you're outside the norm and you're on the higher end of the testosterone, and you're exhibiting symptoms of no cycle for 9 months, now we have some challenges that we need to work through. So in this situation, as I indicated, is the estrogen was low, progesterone was low, which means there's some kind of indication that something is messing with those ovaries, because the ovaries have a very huge responsibility to help produce progesterone and to produce estrogen. So if the ovaries are not doing that and something is impeding that, the question is, Dr. Fisher, what is impeding my progesterone and my estrogen to ovulate, which is to produce a cycle every single month? You want to produce a cycle every month. I know it's exciting, ladies, sometimes to not have a cycle. I get it. I'm a lady too, and I'm still a cycling woman, so I get it. But what I really get is the importance of cycling every month. Why? Because if you don't, then remember that egg that needed to have been fertilized is still sitting in the body, creating and continuing to cause a hormone imbalance. So you really do want your body to be ovulating every single month, okay? So what happens also when the progesterone levels is really low, it makes it really hard to conceive or to get pregnant. So it becomes natural birth control pills. That's basically what it becomes when you have a hormone imbalance. You are not able to get pregnant because you're not ovulating every month. So I want to talk about just a little bit of some of the reasons why this lady would be considered someone who is developing some cyst around her ovaries because her testosterone level is high and her estrogen and her progesterone levels are pretty low. Now, some of the things that it may have it causes that's so important, what polycystic ovarian syndrome does is it's basically what is believed to be an insulin resistant pancreas. Okay, so that's why you'll notice that a lot of times when people are diagnosed with PCOS, they're put on medications like metformin, other diabetic type of medications, because the goal is to help to regulate the insulin, because for some reason the body becomes very insulin resistant, causing the blood sugar to elevate. So although there are some things you can do to help balance it, the goal, the root cause of the challenge, the way we want to address this is we want to balance the hormones. So some of the things that causes the insulin resistance, and I'm just going to name a few, can be caused by obesity. So if someone is severely overweight and they know they need to get healthy, they've said they need to get healthy, they started a program, stopped the program, life gets in the way, either way, it still needs to happen. Obesity is a trigger, so we really need to harness in and just kind of get that thing between those two ears on the same page and get it disciplined. Another one is excessive consumption of carbs. This particular lady reports, I know that she had an excessive use of carbs. I knew she was eating ramen noodles every day. I knew that she ate rice every day. I know that she eats no fruits. I know that she eats no vegetables. So her diet is one of the culprits as to why she's experiencing insulin resistance, which created some cysts in the ovaries. Sedentary lifestyle. I know she does not like to exercise. It's boring to her. But exercise is critical to the body because it improves circulation to the heart, to the liver, to the limbs, to the joints, to the brains. It improves circulation. So exercise is important, guys, even if it's just 10 minutes a day of walking, or 10 minutes a day of just walking in place. Whatever you have to do, lifting some weights, get some water jugs and just lift them. Squat in front of the TV, sit in a chair and squat, sit and be fit. Whatever you have to do, just get some kind of physical activity in your life. It gets that heart muscle pumping. It gets the brain pumping. It gets the circulation in the bottom of the feet pumping. So the body requires that pumping action. So at least some kind of exercise. So I know this particular client does not exercise. Even though her mom asked her to go for a walk every day, she's not, I don't want to. So it is what it is. Smoking is another thing. Smoking has a tendency to cut off the circulation. Smoking has the ability to hinder the body's ability to be well. And the way it does that is that anytime you're putting toxins in your body, your cells are trying to function. They're trying to do the things they need to do. But unfortunately, the toxins from the smoking creates a bigger problem. Lack of stress management. That means if you're always under stress and you just don't know how to manage it and you're just frustrated, I'm just frustrated all the time. I'm complaining all the time. I'm just mad. I just want the world to come to an end. I just want them to just rip my uterus out. That means you just don't know how to manage your life. So you have to find that woo side. Start meditating and really understand that I need you to take control of your life so that you can get this under control. So the other thing is going to be making those changes and then allowing us to balance your hormones. Now, we use hormones that are homeopathic. So what that means is that our hormones, I can't mess it up. I can't overdo it. That means it's going to give your body what it needs. Okay, or it's going to subtract what the body don't need. So, and I love that. Okay, because if you're, say for instance, this particular lady, and she has not come in yet because she's out of town, but as soon as she comes in, I'm going to have the conversation with her. I'm going to give her some estrogen, some progesterone, and testosterone. And you would say, well, why would you give her testosterone? Because I need the testosterone levels to come down. I need her estrogen levels to go up and the progesterone levels to go up. So the nice thing about homeopathic is that once you give it, the body will add what it needs and it'll subtract what it doesn't need. And what it'll do is help to bring the levels down where that testosterone is very high. So we must balance the hormones, okay? So that's very, very important. Whereas if you were to go and get a prescription for hormones, you can overdo it. You have to test it often. You have to make sure that, that what you're getting is exactly what your body needs, because everybody's body is different. But if you use homeopathic, then you don't run the risk of that area. And what I'm doing, there's been over 20,000 case studies that have all been proven to be effective. So the goal is that we want to restore the energy to the cells, restore the hormones back to the body so that you can have the best balanced hormones ever. Because as you get older, you want to make sure you have your hormones in check, because like I say, ladies, that's what makes us a lady. That's what makes us happy. That's what keeps our weight down. And that's what we want. So I strongly encourage you. And I'm almost done. I strongly encourage you, if you have any challenges, with your hair, if you're having challenges with your weight, if you're having challenges with just being moody or depressed sometimes, if you're not having a cycle, if you're having too many cycles, irregular cycles, cycles in between cycles, then I highly encourage you to reach out to us, Dr. Fisher Road to Wellness, so that we can get you on the road to wellness. And that number again is 713-520-8188. Have a wonderful, blessed day on purpose.